Hi?
Hello.
I don't even know if this is working.
Is it working?
I don't even fucking know. YouTube
been a while.
sucks balls.
It's been a while since we've done this, and we kind
Yeah.
of forgot how to do it. YouTube does suck balls, though.
I don't know. Like, YouTube's got us on this, like, pink background. If this is how we look, this is pretty amazing, I must say.
I'm down with it. I mean...
there we are.
Now we're...
Shit.
Apparently, so I guess we're doing it.
I'm guessing we're going live. Let's turn the volume on and listen to ourselves back.
Should we... Oh, there you go. That sounds like us.
That
sounds like... Okay, so here...
This is amazing.
Welcome to the Wacky Gamer Podcast.
I don't even know if anyone's going to show up because the presidential debates are going on tonight.
They are a big deal.
They are. Everyone I know is not watching them.
Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Obama Romney.
Oh, Romney.
I don't want any vice presidents.
Mm-hmm.
I just want two presidents that'll bicker.
I like that. I like that. I'm going to vote for Stephen Colbert.
I would if he was
Spider-Man.
actually on the ticket.
I'm writing it in.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's fair.
I'm dead serious. I really don't see the point in voting.
We got Silent Mad Dog here. And
Silent
we
Mad
got
Dog, yo,
RNG
motherfucker.
Pro and Black Spotted Mice and Cool Liam. You better be cool if you got that fucking name.
Now, wait
because here's the deal. If you're Cool Liam, you better be badass, right?
Well, the only person who could be more badass.
But here's the
than
problem I
is
have with
Liam.
Cool Liam.
Okay.
Is he's 4'5", 3'7". He's not 1'3", 3'7". So Cool Liam just lost some cool points on the number after his name. Which is a little. It's kind of shitty, Liam.
Why would you rather have 1-3-3-7?
Because that's leet.
What? Touche.
Why are you so horrible at number?
Because I'm dyslexic.
Words?
So when you
number words,
I can't do that.
Not even numbers.
If you put numbers in my head, I can't figure out if they look
about
like
1, 1, 1, 1.
That one I get.
Yeah, you got that one.
I speak binary.
Okay. That's actually 15 in binary, but anyway.
1, 1, 1, 1 is 15 in binary.
Sure.
See, that I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how you spell leet.
Yep. Anyway, shit. We got the Moomin troll. I'll just call everyone out because it's been so damn long. Video Goat's on here. Video Goat's a fan. He's been around forever. I like Video Goat. Even when he's a dick in comments, I still like him. And if it's a girl, I still like her too.
Well, yeah, probably even more.
If it's a tranny, I like it even more.
It's kind of.
I would tap that in a
Jeff's
heartbeat.
cup of tea.
Fuck. So you want to tell them why we didn't do it?
Oh yeah,
on Monday.
Speaking of cups of tea.
So, okay, I just want to apologize first before we get into the story because it was pretty amazing for not doing this for like 2 months.
Yeah, something like that.
It has been a trial of wits and wills to pull us together again because of timing and laziness.
Mostly.
Laziness and penises. I think there might have been a penis.
There was there's two of us. We both have penises. There probably
no, but there's probably a penis in between us at some point.
Like an outside penis.
Yeah. No.
Yes, on my end.
So anyway,
but that doesn't matter. We're not getting into that.
RNG. Post that question in a minute after Adam tells the story.
All right.
Because I don't want to read it yet.
So here's what happened. We were supposed to do the podcast Monday. I thought, wouldn't it be nice to take my lady out? Take the missus out. Take her someplace nice.
Now, here's the fucked up part. You're taking the missus out.
Yes.
On your birthday week.
Well, it is my birthday week, yeah, but it was Monday. My birthday is today.
But it should be the other way around. She should be pampering you all week. That's how we do it. We do the whole week.
You get a whole week of pampering?
It's kind of like, what do you want for dinner tonight? Oh, we'll go there. Like, you know.
See, we have a very different relationship because if Casey came in and was like, what do you want for dinner tonight? I'd be like, leave me the fuck alone. I told you yesterday. It is your turn. I'm busy doing nothing.
I'd be great if she just provided food.
That I'd be down for.
Laura will do that, but she always chooses wrong, so she knows to ask now.
Yeah,
so
see,
that's almost like a courtesy flush.
See, I'm the opposite. Casey keeps asking, and I keep explaining, I will eat dog food. I will eat anything. I have eaten dog food. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. It's filling, and as long as you don't breathe through your nose, you'll be fine. But we're not talking about things that I've eaten.
So you went to tea?
We went to high tea at a fancy-ass place, and this is
where
really
it
nice.
was Neiman Marcus?
Yes, it was Neiman Marcus.
Which is, if those of you don't have it, it's like a really high-end department store.
Really high-end department store, and we're in this like fucking. It looks like Pride and Prejudice in this place. It's beautiful. I did not realize. I thought high tea was lunch, and so I'm wearing like a Spider-Man T-shirt. All right, everybody's dressed up, And it was hot as shit on Monday. And I wasn't feeling good all day long, but I figured it's hot and I'm a pussy, right? I'm from San Francisco. I can't take 90-degree weather.
Yeah.
I ate a lobster scone. One tiny little lobster
Are you allergic
scone.
to lobster?
No, not at all. I did that, and then boom, like right away, started sweating, and I turned white while I'm chewing it. So much so that Casey, the waiter, and an Asian lady from the other table who really didn't speak much English all asked me if I was okay before running to the bathroom and making the wonderful decision. You know the decision. Do I kneel or sit?
Yeah.
Because
which hole's it going to come out of?
This is coming out of both. So do I want new pants or a new shirt? And
which did you choose?
I went with kneeling.
Did you have your cell phone with you?
I had my cell phone with me.
Because here's the thing. You can always ask Casey to go buy you a shirt.
We're in Neiman Marcus.
You're in a mall.
Luckily, I'm a good clencher. It was a photo finish, but I'm a good clencher. Threw up and then stood up, turned around, sat down. Got the whole thing done, and then debated whether or not to come and do the podcast.
Yeah, he texted me, and he's like, no, he didn't. Casey texted me, said, Adam's throwing up right now. He's wondering if we can delay the podcast.
Yeah, yep.
And I tried to guilt him by saying the fans are really, really jazzed, man.
I was very close to trying to make it, but God help us.
I always feel weird when I say fans. Listeners.
Our friends want to hear it. I think
people who like disturbing talk about shitting and puking at the same time.
Yeah, we're supposed to be talking about nerdy things. We usually just talk about sex.
That's
and
pretty
poop.
nerdy. No fucking normal person would have that happen at IT. They go into IT, they'd eat the lobster scone, and they go, "Good day, sir. So delicious. Just hand me the gentleman's mustard, please."
I tried to eat another thing.
Sorry, the gentleman's relish.
I tried to eat the cucumber sandwich while I was still sick. Like,
you're an idiot.
No, baby, we're cool. We're cool. IT, baby. I'll be back. And then we went home.
You got new glasses?
I got new glasses a while ago.
Yeah, but they haven't seen it because it's been a while.
Did somebody notice I have new glasses?
Yeah, nice new glasses.
Yes.
Dual Master Toby.
Yep, I got new glasses. It's tradition.
In my same family. Shirt, same shit.
It's a tradition. Every 12 to 15 years, we buy new glasses. And then it's alternating
when the
every
sides start digging into your head because it's starting to wear off.
Yeah, and you start seeing like time
that 1 centimeter of fucking rubber that they put on the
Well, for my glasses, they start tilting at a 45-degree angle. That's when I know. All right, it's time to buy a pair of glasses. And by I know, I mean my wife yells at me. And then gives me $300. Well, I wear the ring. I guess
you're
unofficially.
Not married. By law, you're not.
Not by law, but I don't really follow many laws.
Dual Master Toby wants to give you a birthday blowjob, by the way.
Yes, I'll accept that.
He will accept it. You fly out to California. If you're here, you can drive over.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Scoot on by.
He'll take it. An RNG poster thing that you posted earlier. I want to call out Jason McIntyre for doing the banner on our Facebook page. He spent a good amount of time on it. Looks pretty cool. If you guys want to do one, go ahead and make it, and we'll call you out. We'll call your name out.
We'll say your name.
Yeah, I mean, I can make one, but it's not as fun. Yeah. It doesn't have as much of a user flair.
Saying call you out, though, that sounds like it's bad.
I'm going to throw down, motherfuckers.
At first I was like, what's so bad about this banner? Is it like us naked? Like that? Actually, that would be nice. Us naked, me as God, of course, you as Adam, ironically, and then us touching hands like on the 16th chapel.
16th chapel?
16, whatever, man.
Did that come after 16 candles or before 16?
No, it came after the 15th.
It's the sequel to 16 candles with 16th chapel.
Whatever.
That's not a dyslexia thing. That's just a retard thing.
That's just I have certain words I can't say right.
Yeah,
we've
fine.
We've gone over this with salad and salad.
Salad?
Yeah.
Salad?
It's a salad table, and it's a nice salad.
Someone asked, Cool Liam did, how come we're in Vsauce and we're not there anymore? We talked about this.
Yeah.
Michael decided not to do games anymore. I don't know if you noticed that. It's not about games at all. Not really a nerd channel. He kind of talks about nerdy stuff sometimes, but it's more funny videos and funny pictures.
Yeah, it's more of a channel that's just a comment on.
So more
internet.
power to him on that, but he got us a lot of the viewers, so it's all good. I emailed him about Vsauce 3. I have not heard anything back, but I'm not. really motivation's gone out the window at this point.
Yeah.
I do a startup. I'm a co-founder of a startup, and I have just too much shit on my hands to go harassing people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is what you need to do to really get ahead.
Yes.
I've watched some YouTubers basically give blowjobs to get ahead and get on some pretty big websites, and I'm just not motivated.
Well, you know what I find discouraging?
Too old for that shit.
What I find discouraging
I just
is...
said that.
You're too old for that shit?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Somebody sent me and Casey a link to a video. They're like, these guys look just like you. It's as soon as Casey stopped wearing glasses and started doing her hair. So it's like, these two are just like you. They're just like you. They're nerdy. They're a couple. It's this guy, this bearded guy, and this huge jugged woman. And the huge jugged woman wears a nerdy T-shirt every time, and her boobs are kind of flopping out.
Oh, are you talking about Screen Team?
Is that it? Yeah, Screen Team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, you're just like them. Man, that did not sit well with Casey. She was pretty pissed off. Because the girl doesn't really say anything.
No,
in the 3 videos we watched.
Chad and Angie are lovely people.
I like
met
Angie.
them.
I'm a fan.
I've talked to them. We were all in the Next New Networks kind of family. Same with Black Nerd, right? He was good people. So I have a hard time really hating on them. That said, Angie is eye candy a lot of the videos. And it seems like Chad does a lot of the
talking,
the writing, the music, and then like the only time she really talks is in the Q&A videos.
Yeah.
But
she's really hot. And so
she's pretty damn cute.
I need to shave my chest.
She's stacked.
I need to shave my chest. I need to get low-cut tops and a push-up bra. And I think we can probably hit 1 million views on most every video.
No. No.
At least 1.
Probably 2.
Probably 2.
Before they realize you're not a girl. It's like Hanson. Remember Hanson?
Yeah, where I'm like, that's the hottest 3 chicks I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, they're dudes. Wah, wah. So yeah, just so you know, RNG Pro put a comment on one of your videos. It was the Casey Bangs video, and he thought it was funny. You should go read it because he knows you don't read comments. So I just want to tell you that.
I do read comics, but I don't...
Not comics, comments.
No, comments, that's what I meant. But I don't remember what the comment was. What was the comment?
I don't know, but go read it because he thought it was funny. So anyway, what do we want to talk about nerdy? Oh, I played Rayman Origins. Played all the way through it.
Did you beat it?
Yeah.
That's a hard game to beat.
Yeah, it was $18. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll buy this for $18.
Well, hell yeah. I couldn't do the last level. Well, it was just too fucking hard.
You suck at games. In the middle of trying to play Transformers War of Cybertron or Fall of Cybertron, whichever one the new one is, my Xbox died. That was fun. Lost all my save games. And
how was the game?
It was good up until the second section where my Xbox died. It was a $350 game when you add it all up. What else? That's pretty much been... Oh, Mr. Pandaria came out. I've been playing lots of Mr. Pandaria.
Yeah, so no, I want to hear about that. That's what I want to hear about.
A new WoW expansion, for those who don't know.
The new WoW expansion.
Who have been living in a box and haven't seen the non-stop TV commercials.
Yeah. Is that all of the cutscenes in the entire expansion?
That's not even in the expansion. That's just a fucking ad.
They need to make a movie out of that. I would have watched the movie. I don't want to play the game.
There are 2 cinematics that they do every expansion. Like one, the intro, the when you start up the first time it shows you. And usually the one when you kill the final boss are always badass. And then everything in between is done in-game, and it's still kind of fun, but not like that. But they have teams of people making those 2 videos. It's fucking ridiculous.
I want to see Kung Fu Pandas.
The Panda's awesome. I like it. I haven't dedicated too much, but I've been playing Pokemon WoW. They have pet battles, and it's basically Pokemon. You go and collect pets and shit. I've been spending more time doing that than leveling. It's sad, isn't it? But it's actually really engaging, surprisingly.
It's sad, but you know what? If I was playing, I'd get stuck doing it. I do really dumb things in games that are pointless. So.
People were asking about Borderlands 2. I got a beta key. I have a friend who works at Gearbox, and I got, or not beta key, a Steam key. I put it on my Steam account. I haven't actually downloaded it yet because it requires Windows, and I haven't switched my machine to Windows mode in like 2 weeks.
All right.
So, that happened.
I started playing Borderlands 1. I found
on Xbox, or
it was at Best Buy for like $10. I'm like,
It's a fun game.
Fuck it, I'll play this.
It's fun.
I only beat it with one character. Why not?
Yeah, but it's fun.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
I've heard the new one's just more the same. I don't see why that's a problem. You know, I'm like, yeah, if I just more missions would be nice, more leveling up.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so much shit going on in the comments because they've been so excited that they haven't seen us. That they're throwing shit out here. Black Spotted Mice asked if I would play Pokemon. I almost bought Pokemon Black on Game Boy at one point. So yes, is the answer.
I couldn't play it.
I totally would.
I watched the show. Did you watch the show?
I don't care about the show. All I care about is collecting them all, motherfucker.
I get that. I watched the show though.
Gotta have them all.
I watched the show, and for a whole year of college, I watched that show pretty dedicatedly.
Mm-hmm.
Takes
Dedicatedly?
It takes a lot of marijuana.
Yeah.
A lot of marijuana, and I'm not comfortable with having my kids smoke that much marijuana to get into Pokemon. So that's why I'm against it.
Luckily, you don't have kids yet.
And that's why I wouldn't let them play Pokemon.
City of Heroes is shutting down. That happened.
City of Heroes? I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. It's been dying for a long time.
I've never talked to anybody who played it.
It's sad for the people who worked there. But,
Yeah.
And the 10 people that still played it. Probably 20. But yeah.
I would have still played it. I just...
Simpleton Soup had their PS3 die. At least I know one person who lost their PS3.
My PS3 died.
2.
Yep, it just shit the bed, and it still has GameStop's Skyrim. Gamefly's Skyrim in there. And I'm waiting for the price to go down low enough for me to just send them $10. Be like,
I'll buy it now.
Lost that. I'll buy that. I love that game.
Yeah, so the PS3 I have is still an original that still plays the PS2 games.
Sweet.
So the totally not slim
yeah,
PS3.
Big Fat Daddy.
Yeah. But I like preserve that thing. I stroke it every night. I fear the day that it dies.
Yeah, that's really good. That's worth it just to play all the Grand Theft Autos.
Grand Theft Autos? What
Yeah,
are you
you haven't
talking
heard of
about? No. What's that game?
Well, you should. I'm gonna blow your mind.
Did you see the GTA 5?
No, I haven't seen the
stuff?
trailer.
We'll see how it shows. I don't know.
Hey, my thing is, number one, my question for Grand Theft Auto is: does it have an era? Is it
a date?
Yeah.
Based?
Is it based in a certain time, like 70s, 80s, 90s?
Yep.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Because my thing is with Grand Theft Auto,
I never liked Grand Theft Auto. I like Bully a lot more.
Bully's
for what it's
fun.
worth.
My favorite Grand Theft Auto is San Andreas. Because you're listening to all the music from like the 90s. You're just going around.
You can do that on Pandora
NWA.
for free.
Yeah, but it's not as good. Like, I want to be driving in the car, flipping the radio stations, getting all the music from that year. Like, I want a 70s Grand Theft Auto that's based loosely off of Dukes and Hazzard / Scarface. I think that would be a good one.
Simpleton Soup said his PS3 died with Red Dead Redemption in it. And he ripped it open trying to get it out.
Well, yeah, that's the question. Like, are you gonna just rip open your machine? I know I'm never gonna.
If it's dead,
I'm never gonna
you're
fix
not gonna
it.
repair
What am I
it.
gonna do?
Yeah, just fucking hammer that shit.
Yeah.
And hope the disc comes out.
I have a laptop. Here's a question that maybe you guys can help me with because I'm not techno savvy. I have a laptop. The laptop shit the bed years ago. It's useless. How do I get rid of this laptop? Because I can't turn it on to erase anything. It gave me the blue screen.
Yeah.
So what do? I set it on fire?
Throw it out.
But if I throw it into the garbage, somebody
What's
can
on
get
there?
into. Who knows? Stuff. Me.
How long ago did it crap the bed?
It crapped the bed 3 years ago.
There's nothing on there that's useful. Change your passwords and move on with your life. That's my recommendation. Or just find a superpower magnet. Like go to the junkyard with those magnets that pick shit up. And
That's
just,
a good idea. I'll just do that.
Just throw it at the fucking magnet.
That's not hard.
Zhunk.
It's pretty easy for me to get a giant magnet.
And it's easy to find a junkyard in San Francisco.
Yeah,
I know
I
where
live in
some are.
Mission.
Yeah.
I'll find a giant magnet.
Man. Blah, blah, blah. What do I want to talk about? Oh, comics? You want to talk comics?
Sure.
Did I loan you something? I did loan you something.
You loaned me Catwoman? I haven't started reading it yet.
Catwoman was good. It's
Yeah.
an Ed Brubaker Catwoman. I can never say Brubaker without being like Brubaker. Brubaker.
Baker.
Hot Pocket.
Oh, Hot Pockets.
And we're doing our show October 9th, before I forget.
Yes.
At the Punchline. If you're in San Francisco, go.
Next Tuesday.
Because I'm always paranoid no one's going to show up, so you should go. But back to Catwoman.
Mhm.
It was awesome. Hated the art style. But I like the content.
That's what's slowing me down. I'm picking it up. That, and I got a bunch of other comics in the mail.
And then I've been reading Gotham City Central or Gotham. It's all about the police department. Yeah.
How's that?
So far, so good. I'm like halfway through.
Yeah,
it's good.
Is it slow moving at all?
No, it's kind of like it's almost like watching a non-shittily written episode of CSI.
That would be fun.
And usually multiple issues are on the same case, and then there's some other stuff kind of just weaving its way through.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. I would totally do that. There's so much shit going in the comments, I can't even follow it. So I'm just picking stuff here and there.
Yeah.
But what else did I read? Oh, Planet Hulk. Read Planet Hulk?
Planet Hulk. Hell yeah, that's a great one.
That's good. Hadn't read it before. So.
Anybody out there, pick up Planet Hulk.
I hated the Hulk. That was actually decent Hulk.
Yeah, see, my thing with the Hulk is he's boring. You know, a lot of the Hulk is boring. It's like, oh, I'm Bruce Banner, and my life sucks. And now I'm the Hulk, and I'm dumb.
I hate Bruce Banner.
Like, okay.
Bruce is so blue.
Yeah. But Planet Hulk, I thought that was the first time, because I'm not a huge Hulk fan. I haven't read a ton. But that was one of the first times that I've read the Hulk where I'm like, this is interesting. Yeah. All right, this is a problem for the Hulk. You know?
Mitchell said the new 52 Teen Titans is pretty good. I'll tell you what's good. The new Batman.
The new Batman is good. I read a little bit of it. I read the first issue, or the
Owl
Zero
stuff?
issue.
Did you read the Temple the Owl or whatever the hell? I can't remember.
No, it was the Zero. It was the Zero issue. I read it in the store. It was basically giving a basic backstory to Batman and setting up the whole world. But it looks fucking awesome. You know what was surprisingly kind of good in a weird way? The Gay Green Lantern. I read the first one of that.
Yeah,
it's okay. Yeah, here's my thing with, because do you know?
I got my dog on my lap now.
Yeah.
People may be able to see him.
So the Green Lantern.
Yep, there he is.
For those of you who don't know, New 52 has a homosexual Green Lantern. Everybody's freaking out. Green Lantern's gay. He's a new Green Lantern.
Yep.
He's Arabic as well.
I thought he was
Muslim.
black.
No, I'm pretty sure. Well, he's Muslim.
But you can lots of black people are Muslim.
You can be black Muslim. But
it's like black Irish.
He uses a gun. He uses a gun, which is really weird. You know, he's homosexual, and he has a tattoo on his arm that I forget. I think it says "No Fear" or something stupid, but it's in Farsi or something.
It doesn't say winning.
It doesn't say winning, but it's in Farsi. I can't read it.
I'm yawning. This is so fascinating.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He also wears a scarf on his head, and he has the gayest outfit on earth. But all of these things together actually make for a really interesting Green Lantern character. Like, if it's one of those things. It's like sushi. If you're like, I'm going to have some rice with vinegar, that sounds disgusting. How about some raw fish? No, thank you. And some seaweed. This is the worst meal on earth. But somehow together, you're like, this is tasty.
Fermented soybeans.
No, I will not eat natto.
No, that's all soy sauce is.
Well, it's the sauce of fermented soybeans.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
like milk.
Soybeans.
Do you want to eat cow lactation?
I'd rather.
Do you want to eat cow lactation that's been sitting out in the open air for a long time?
Cheese, I love it.
But I'm saying, if you describe any food that's actually processed in most ways, it sounds fucking wretched.
That's true. But all I'm saying is the Green Lantern has a bunch of wretchedness.
Like, God forbid anyone explain how Funyuns are made.
I'd like to know. I'd still eat them.
You'd still eat them because they're delicious. Because know now they're delicious.
I can look at a pig's anus and eat a hot dog, so I think I'll be okay. So I could go for a hot dog. But yeah, no, the new Green Lantern, actually cool. So I was reading that. I also started reading, anybody out there should pick this up. It's in every fucking bookstore on earth. Nightfall. The Batman
Yeah, I've read this.
arc where Bane breaks his back.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can get it in basically essential trade back, those really thick-ass...
These are Adam's favorite thing, black and white.
They're not black and white.
Oh.
Full color
now
still costs as much as the essential trade back, around $25, and you can get Nightfall, like Night Rise, and it's basically
Is this an Amazon purchase?
No, I found it at a bookstore. I was bored. I was in a bookstore. God knows where I was, where there's still a bookstore, but I'm in a bookstore and I buy it on a whim. And now I have the second one. I'm getting the third one. The second one's awful.
What's it called?
The first one's Nightfall.
But the book is the Central series, or no?
No, it's just Batman Nightfall.
Okay.
And Nightfall #1, where Bane's introduced for the first time.
Yep.
Amazing. It's so good. #2, where Azrael becomes Batman. Do you know this story? And this blonde-haired guy,
I know Azrael,
becomes Batman, and he makes a robotic armor suit kind of thing as Batman and fills in as Batman. It is painful.
Yeah. I'm
having a really hard time sitting through it, but I want to read it just so I can get to when Batman comes back and beats the shit out of this fucking asshole. Like, I told Ken Townsend, he's a comic that's a friend of ours who's about 10 years older than us.
He's really fucking old. He should just die.
He should die. But I told him about it, and he was like, I ain't reading that shit. I hate that fucking Batman. Like, yeah, I could imagine how much you'd hate it if you tried to read it originally. Because that must have been a long 6 months. Anyway, those are what I'm reading. And I'm reading War of the Green Lanterns.
Cool story, bro.
It's a good story.
I know.
Yeah.
Keep saying cool stories.
Oh, I'm also reading. I also read. It has been a long time since.
I know, dude.
I read. What is it? Ultimate X-Men.
Yeah.
Ultimate Comics X-Men.
Yep.
The origin and the first issue. Actually, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a shout out. I do work at a startup. This is part of why we haven't done a podcast. We've been trying to raise money. So if you know any really rich ass people, if any of you are sons of Saudi princes who have too much money on your hands and want to give a couple $100,000 to someone, hit me up. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it off your hands, and I'll give it back to the people.
Yeah,
because we're actually job creators.
Yeah,
as a company. So
as a company, you shouldn't be taxed.
We shouldn't be taxed.
At all.
At all, really. Anyway, I also got a dental implant, which is funny. Not so much.
Not really funny.
Well, so they do it in 2 stages, right? They put a post in.
Mm-hmm. A post meaning a screw. That goes down to the bone in his jaw through his gums.
You want to see it?
Yep, there's the screw.
Yeah.
Looks like it hurt.
Yeah. So I was on Vicodin. Yay, high five.
Pretty fun.
Yeah. Anyway, on Vicodin, I go to work, and you know how I get. I get really pissed about really specific things. I'm like, I'm not anal on everything. I'm anal about specific things like time,
hamburgers,
how I want my food. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone at work was all like, hey, man, we like Vicodin, Jeff. Vicodin Jeff's the best.
Man, you should get your teeth ripped out of your head every day.
So they're like, man, if you're stressed, why don't you just keep some of that Vicodin? Like, I can't tell you how many times my coworkers were like, you should just be a drug addict, basically. I'm like, yeah, probably got a point.
Help you relax. You should get a prescription for weed. It helps you relax. Why?
Because they won't let me.
Oh, at your job?
No, I went to get a card, and they said, go away.
Who did?
A guy. I
didn't
try. It's so easy to get pot card.
Yeah, if you can do
you have a heartbeat?
Test. Does your heart beat? Can you breathe? Do you have normal reflexes?
Have you ever been nauseous?
Are you allergic to marijuana? Here's a card. if you answer those 3-4 questions right.
You don't have to give any. Someone said if they had 100K, they give. RNG Pro said if he had 100K, give it to Adam to alleviate him from poverty.
Aww.
Adam's not poor. He's just cash light.
I like that. I like that better. That's nice. That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't like saying poor. I don't feel poor.
No.
I don't feel poor. Like I took a shower.
You have a roof?
If I have a roof.
You're not in assisted housing. You're not.
My toilet flushes.
Yep. You
on
pay
a
your
global
bills on
scale,
time. You pay your bills on time.
I can pay a bill. On a global scale, I'm fucking rich. All right, so I'm doing fine. Don't worry about me. But you can still send me money.
It's funny. He says he showered, but I've been here when he hasn't. So that's more of a choice thing, not a. Just so people know, when you see Adam on the street and he looks kind of dirty, it's a choice thing.
It is a choice thing.
Not my water isn't running thing.
I still showered that day. I just didn't use any soap. You got to save money.
Dude, I had the most awkward moment where I got in the shower the other day and I had no soap. Like, my soap was that thin. Like, which part of my body do I wash with the quarter-sized piece of soap that I still have left?
Okay, no, wait a minute. Don't answer. That's a poll. Here's the deal.
Put it in the comments.
You got one part of your body you can wash. You got a big date that night. Which part of your body do you wash
with
the
a
first
quarter-sized piece of soap?
With a quarter-sized piece of soap.
So it's maybe got a square foot of surface area you can get, maybe less. Maybe
only a square foot?
half a square foot.
I'd only be able to do half of my penis.
So which part?
We got the left leg. Wrong answer.
The butt.
Wrong answer, simpleton soup. The butt, yes.
That's a fair.
That's a good answer.
Fair one. Yeah.
It depends on what you've done that day.
It
if
really
pooping
depends.
was one of the things you've done, you should.
I'll tell you my answer. When we give people a couple more minutes to comment. Yeah.
We get a couple more.
What would you do?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, here's the lucky thing about being as hairy as me. I can basically just use shampoo on my entire body. I get a nice lather. I'm fine with that.
That's fair.
I've done that
Shampoo
a lot.
probably does just a good job as soap, honestly.
It's hard to get it rinsed
but let's assume
off
there's
right.
no shampoo
There's
in
no
the shower.
shampoo.
You have a quarter-sized piece of soap and water, and that's what you're working with.
I would say I'd get the armpits.
Down.
I'd go for the 2 armpits and hope for the best. Hope I could get both of them.
Yeah?
Yep.
See, my armpits are usually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's got to be the dick taint area.
Balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's some good answers. And the Moomin Troll. What the fuck is that? Anyway, the Moomin Troll said the taint.
Taint.
Yeah,
good
the taint's
answer.
a good answer.
Dick, ... I like that answer from, what's that?
Mitchell.
Mitchell Smith.
Phoenix said his hair.
Hair. Don't put the soap in your hair, Phoenix. It's unless you have really poofy hair. Then
RNG Pro said armpits, balls, ass, ration it between the 3. It's not hitting all 3, bro. You got one.
Well,
you got one.
You can do it. You got to be smart. You use your pubes. You got to really grow them out. But you use them as basically a loofah. You get all of the shit there, and then you start scooping the foam.
For
into
those
the
of
other
you
parts
with
of your
foot-long
body.
pubes.
Dude.
Yeah.
For all of my Italian brothers out there, how's it going? I feel your pain. Only fucking thing I got from that side of the family.
That was so shitty, because I remember the day before it was a Murphy show. So this must have been last Friday. I was like, I'm going to stop by, because my office, I pass right by two drugstores and pick up some soap. And I didn't.
Of course you didn't.
And then Friday, I was like, shit. Because that's how I talk.
Yeah, you're a fucking gangster in the shower.
Shit,
son. I'm going to get me some Selsun Blue, motherfucker.
Shit, bitch.
I don't know why you do that.
Duelmaster Toby said he washed his eyeball, by the way, which is a little owie.
What does he do with his eyeball?
It's apparently glass, because if you try to do that with your real eyeball, it'll hurt like a motherfucker. Unless you're using children's soap, in which case, grow a pair. Even if you're a woman, grow a pair.
I don't know. If you have to wash a lot of children.
It's disturbing.
It is disturbing if you think.
If you happen to watch
watch
a lot of children and have a white rape van that you like to drive around the neighborhood with blacked out windows.
Here's a lot of people are saying the butt and butthole for the soap issue.
Yeah.
I think that's a really telling thing, because the butt and butthole, like armpits, balls, you're thinking about other people.
Yeah.
But
no,
the
I'm
butthole-
not. I'm thinking about stink alone.
Yeah, stink to other people. You
Yeah.
know, like if I'm standing here and I haven't scrubbed my pits, it sucks to be you. Or if you're in a bookstore and you squat down and you haven't washed your balls that day, nobody wants to be squatting there. It's a bad scene.
Yeah.
Where's your butt? That's you. That's personal. Like, nobody's going to smell your butt
It
unless
depends.
you really made a mistake.
Yeah, if you really made a mistake,
had
you
to mess
didn't good job wiping in the last 6 years or something.
You had to mess up. But
I've smelled butt stank. Some people's butts get sweaty.
some people's butts do get sweaty.
So depending on where your sweat area is.
That could be true. I guess for me, it's just a comfort thing. I feel more comfortable knowing that my butthole's fucking squeaky clean.
I like just having my ball sack clean.
I like that too. But the hair...
I wouldn't even
gets
clean
in
my
the way.
dick. I just, the balls.
I'm not too worried
The
about that.
ball pit on the sides. What do you call that area?
The ball... I do like ball pit. I like
ball
I
pit.
think, yeah, probably ball pit. The ball pit is the worst part of the man body.
Yeah.
As far as pungent odors go.
I'm sure there's a medical term for it, like ballopitisinicus.
It should just be ball pit.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's fitting. It's a little
Sir,
double
you have a
entendre.
rash in your ball pit.
No shit.
No
It's
shit,
summer.
that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Oh, poor ball pits.
Do you think they have proactive for ball pit acne?
Do you think they have male pattern genital baldness?
I'm sure it exists, but
I'm
I don't
sure it
know that
exists.
anyone's tried to treat it.
It would be weird though. If
Would you really be upset
depending on the
if all
patterns.
your sack hair was just gone?
Not even a little.
Yeah. So,
I mean, no. If I was single, that can be a hindrance.
I mean, you do like braiding it, but
yeah, and sometimes I trim it and I just weave it into my beard hair. If I need to.
sometimes you do fucking bonsai tree
Bonsai
patterns in
tree,
it.
cornrows, trim it down short, and then get out the stencils, start putting stars, a bull's symbol.
I think we're
the 90s.
disturbing some people.
Probably. I'm surprised. It doesn't seem like anybody's left.
No, Abracadabra said crusty brownies are no go for sex, which is true.
What are crusty brownies?
In your butthole?
Oh, I thought we were talking food.
No, although I do like crusty brownies.
They're
I do
good
like
with the
brownies
crunch.
with a hard,
With the hard
layer on
crunch.
the top.
You let those fuckers sit for a day.
Yeah.
You bitch.
It's funny because Laura made meatloaf. This is sidetrack,
I do
but
like
talking about
meatloaf.
food. But I've been eating it cold because it's really good cold. You can taste it better.
Yeah.
So I just put a little garlic salt on it and just eat it. And she's like, "That's disgusting." I'm like, "It's cooked."
Yeah, wait a minute. She's never had a meatloaf sandwich?
So have you ever had fucking pizza the day after? I know she does that shit. That's breakfast the
Pizza's
next day.
good.
But you know what doesn't reheat or doesn't go cold in the morning? Fucking tikka masala. Do not eat cold chicken tikka masala in the morning.
Yeah, I think
That shit's nasty.
I think there's a rule about Indian food.
Heat that shit up.
I think there's a rule about most Asian cuisine where it's like you probably want to get that to the temperature that it was supposed to be served at. It's not like pizza.
No.
It's not like
I can tell you it's not like pizza.
Well-
They should learn a thing from the Italians.
well, like with pizza, I'll have pizza sitting on my table from the night before, and I'll come up, I'm waking up, I open the pizza box, I'm like, and you eat it. I've never once gone to the table and there's mugu gai pan from last night. Like,
I haven't
whatever,
had
that
mugu
can't
gai-
hurt
I haven't
ya.
even seen mugu gai pan on the menu in a long ass time.
Me either.
That's
Is it
some-
even a thing?
That's some honky ass East Coast Chinese shit.
It is.
That's like white people Chinese food from the
But
East
it's a
Coast.
good say it though.
mugu gai pan.
That's pretty cool sound.
Yeah, dude.
That's why I picked it for that.
What is it?
I don't really know. I think it's with the burrito.
No, it comes in a taco shell, like in one of those, but the spinach ones, the green ones, and they just sprinkle. No,
Oh,
it's
yeah, wait a minute.
chicken and white sauce with some vegetables,
Yeah.
chicken and snow peas, basically.
It doesn't. It's not the one that comes with the pancake thing.
The pancake thing?
Yeah,
You're thinking about Chinese pancakes.
Well, you're supposed to put the shit in there and eat it like an egg roll.
I think that was some shit your grandpa did with your dick. Like,
Dim
stick your
sum- no,
dick
not
in
dim
here and
sum.
I'll eat it. And you were like,
No,
okay.
no, because my grandfather was Irish. We usually did that with potatoes and stewed meats.
Stick your dick in the stewed meat?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
Fucking burns.
I'm sure it does.
Mean guy.
Luckily,
don't
they
put
don't
your dick
use
in a pressure
spices, so
That
you didn't
was
have
the
the
only
spice
thing.
burn too.
cooker. Well, until you've gotten a peppercorn stuck in your pee hole, you don't know.
You haven't lived.
You don't know what Catholic guilt is. That's what I say.
Oh shit! Mushu
Mhm.
is the Chinese pancake dish. Someone just said.
Mushu.
Yeah,
Well, there you go. I was close.
yeah, whatever. You're
It was pretty
you're
close.
so Asian racist.
Yeah. I guess
Oh,
it's
so
true.
you know Egg Shen from
What?
Egg Shen from Big Trouble in Little China,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
and
That
he
was
was
a
I
food
think it was the same guy that was Booger's
Yes, Booger Sensei in
Booger
Revenge of the
Sensei-
Nerds 2.
Revenge. Yeah, second one.
Mhm.
Swear to God, I'm driving home from work the other day.
No
There's
way.
a dude that looked. It wasn't the guy,
Oh.
but he had the white wife beater on, the short shirt, chain smoking cigarettes, and just crossing the street. Like, and I was like, "Oh my fucking God, those people exist." It was the best. That because it was like 90 degrees here on Monday,
It was the worst.
so it was just this little old Chinese dude who decided he probably wanted to go. He was right across the street from a grocery store, so I assume he was going to buy more cigarettes.
Probably. How can you
God
smoke?
damn.
How can you? I was watching people.
We
smoking.
love the Middle East, Jen.
I was watching people smoking. Here, it's 95 degrees, like 300% humidity on Monday. I'm watching assholes waiting for buses, chain smoking. I'm just like, even when I was a smoker, I could not do that.
It's hot.
Not when it's that hot. You
Yeah.
can't breathe. This is fucking persevering homeless people smoking. They know how to party.
They do know how to party, but
I bet they do.
they probably can't feel the heat over the scabs and the.
Yeah. Would you go to a homeless party? Like if you
No.
Well, hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm just no.
Well, just listen.
I already vetoed.
They're like, we're gonna
vetoed.
having
Vetoed
a citywide
vetoed
homeless thing.
I'm gonna unplug your mic.
And
I'm gonna unplug
before
your
the party.
Mic. Give me your mic.
A
Give me
pill that makes it so you don't catch any diseases for a 24-hour period.
No, I still wouldn't go.
Still wouldn't go.
No,
I'd do it just for the story.
no, I still would not go.
Really?
You want to talk about drugs though? I was at a comedy show. Won't name which one, and I won't name which individual, Jason Rogers. But I was at a comedy show. I was feeling really tired, and one of the comics said, "Oh, you're feeling tired? I got some Coke. You want some Coke?" And I said, "No." And he's like, "Really? Why not?" I'm like, "'Cause I'm just fucking tired. I'm not looking to get fucking jazzed up." Like,
well, it's one of those weird things where it's like, man, I'm a little hungry. Yeah? You want me to staple your stomach? Well, no.
I'm just
maybe a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe a little snack.
Yeah, maybe just a snack. You hungry? You want me to give you an enema?
A little cold chicken chicken tikka masala? Just a little cold?
Just a little.
Yeah.
Cold.
Just
Put
the tip?
You know what? Probably good on a Triscuit.
Chicken tikka masala?
You can put anything on a Triscuit. You can put anything on a Triscuit. When you said it, I was like, I'll go for it with a Triscuit.
So it is funny because Jed said he's from the Middle East. It's for whatever reason we have a lot of people from the Middle East that watch our show. I kid you not. It's like the U.S. and Canada,
and then the Middle East,
and then like Nordic countries and the Middle East. So like Denmark, Finland, Sweden, all those, and then like Saudi Arabia.
Is it
Oman? Like I don't know what the hell. Why? I don't know why we.
It could be one of those coincidental things.
Chinese hate us,
where it's like, well. It's like how Pepsi, the choice of a new generation, when they marketed that in, I think, China, it read as Pepsi will resurrect your ancestors.
Yeah, so maybe wacky gamer means something in these countries like that we're not aware of. Like
two handsome, well-hung gentlemen.
That you should listen to.
You should listen to.
Because they're amazing.
Well,
that's a lot of words for just wacky gamer, but
who knows?
It's like the inverse of German where like less characters means more things.
Schadenfreude?
Not Schadenfreude, although I love that fucking word. But, yeah. Fucking... No, it was not Coca-Cola, by the way.
So... Oh, they're talking to each other.
They're having a conversation. Toby, you watch One Piece Canada? I don't know why someone just wrote Canada,
but I don't know why somebody just wrote Coca-Cola.
Because I was talking about Coke.
I thought we were talking about Pepsi.
No, Coke.
Coke or Pepsi?
Getting high. Coke. It's not even a fucking question.
It's not even a question.
If you drink Pepsi, you should just go kill yourself. Unless you drink RC.
RC Cola.
Then you're just being a hipster.
Yeah, it's fun. But Pepsi, I've never not finished a thing of Coke if I feel good.
Yeah.
I'll finish it. Pepsi, the last 3 times I've gotten delivery and they gave me Pepsi, I haven't finished a fucking can.
Cool story.
Crazy.
Cool story, bro.
That's just weird.
Yeah.
I'm a big fat guy.
Can I tell you an even cooler story?
Yeah.
Work with a Costa Rican dude.
Okay.
Or
very good story so far.
Whatever.
Panamanian, Costa Rican.
He's got like 6 citizenships. He's a weird guy.
All right.
Anyway, he has his phone set to centigrade temperature, right?
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Which everyone else in the world except for us in England and English colonies. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, the normal world.
It's funny because yesterday was like high 80s and today was like 70s, right? Mm-hmm. Which in our shitty system, 10 degrees, that's good, but it's only like 1 degree centigrade.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with Celsius is like he was like telling someone it's going to be balls hot today. So the guy like didn't even bring a sweater or sweatshirt or anything, just dressed in like summer clothes and was shocked to shit when it was fucking cold and windy this afternoon.
Oh,
because no one put centigrade. They never say 10.5 centigrade, right? It's like
that is the
10.
problem with centigrade.
It's either 10 or 11, which is like
that's
the difference between comfortable and fucking hot, or
comfortable or freezing.
Cold, yeah, not freezing, but
cold enough.
I should have worn a jacket.
I was way cold as shit coming here because I'm sorry, it was hot as a motherfucker today. And then all of a sudden, I was in the house for 3 hours editing, come outside in my shorts. I'm like, fuck me. Yeah. Great. Thank you.
It happened in 2 hours, but that's San Francisco.
Yeah, that is San Francisco.
Someone's asking why you quit something. I don't know. Jed Hendricks asked where we're from. Philadelphia. We're all New York. Yeah. Adam's in We're all New York. We're going to read comments. For those who are listening to the audio podcast, you lose out on us reading. It's really the most fascinating video you could ever see.
What does why you'd quit Adam mean?
Why'd you quit drinking? Or why'd you quit? I don't know. They're having their own conversation. They're offering each other blowjobs. Our fans are the best.
They're pretty cool. Talking about Judge Dredd.
Shouting words like Dr. Pepper. I mean, that's...
Well, no, that had to do with the soft
soda,
drink
I
conversation.
know.
But the Dr. Pepper, I prefer Mr. Pip. It's a soda for the people.
Mr. Pibb, you think?
Yeah. Well, Dr. Pepper's just too fucking uppity. You got to call me doctor. Fuck off.
Wouldn't you like to be a doctor, too?
I would.
No, you just like to be a pepper. Oh, I just fucking burned you. You
I'd
don't
like
know
to be
your
a
own
doctor.
jingle.
I want to be a doctor.
No, you don't.
Doctors make pretty good money. I'd be a foot doctor, though. You know, one where it's like, I do office hours. There's no fucking foot emergency.
Foot doctor's disgusting.
Whatever.
Be
Better
a hand
than a
doctor.
dentist.
Be a hand doctor.
Is there a hand doctor?
Yes. I went one. Remember when I sliced my finger in half? Yeah.
Kind of the same thing, but you don't have to deal with the feet.
Yeah, there's hardly ever a hand emergency. It's like, oh, my hand's falling off. I'm like, put it in the freezer. I'll fix it tomorrow.
I'll fix it tomorrow. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
I cut my finger off. You shouldn't have done it when I was not at work.
Yeah, do it during work hours, dick.
No, yeah. Okay, I'll be a hand doctor if it ever happens.
Yeah.
There's something I wanted to talk about.
Probably being a genius, I think.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to be a genius.
Oh, why'd you quit One Piece?
Why'd I quit One Piece?
That's what he was asking.
It just what I got up to.
Dr. Love.
I got up to like the 4th or 5th episodes, the like second book. It just I didn't care about finding more. I didn't care about the treasure. Like there wasn't a big underlying story for me.
So it was no Pirates of Darkwater for you.
No, there you go. Pirates of Darkwater. I'm like, what's going to happen when they find all the pieces?
Yeah.
Whereas with One Piece, I'm like, well, maybe you'll find the treasure. Everybody's looking for it. This is fun. You know,
Yeah.
and it'll still be something that I'll watch if I get sick or something because it's a fun thing to watch.
Yeah, stuff you just watch on Hulu when you're bored or whatever.
Whereas not the obsessive kind of watching that I had with Dragon Ball Z the first time I watched it.
I got obsessed with fucking Bar Rescue.
With what?
It's a show. I don't even know what fucking
I know
channel
what show
it's
you're
on.
talking about. I can't believe I
True
know it.
TV.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Something like that.
But yeah, it's just where a guy goes in to do a bar rescue, and this guy's the biggest tool.
Yeah.
John Taffer or whatever his name is.
He seems like it from the commercials.
Yeah, and he just likes to yell, but it's just funny seeing what train wrecks some of these bars are. And it's like, how did you think this was a good idea? Like, everyone's... I've never been in the restaurant business. I don't know anyone who's tried to run a restaurant, but every single show I've ever watched in my life has indicated that you can so easily lose your fucking ass trying to run a business or run a restaurant, especially because it's a money sink.
It's a money sink, and everything that you're trying to sell has a shelf life, a very short shelf life.
And people can copy it because it's just food at the end of the day.
Cheaper at other places. There's a million factors. Yeah.
Especially in like a city, it's like there's so much shit. Like you got to be really fucking good. Yeah. But man,
yeah,
it's just terrible shit that's just unclean and like fryers that don't work, and then they're serving food in the fryer that never really got fully fried.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we think the food's fine. What the fuck? It's kind of like Kitchen Nightmares, someone mentioned, but more like
it should be grosser though.
Yeah,
like
it's Spike TV.
Here's my grossest thing that I've experienced at a bar. It was my bar back home. There was a corner by the video game machine, you know, the touchscreen machine, that somebody kicked their foot through the bar, and it was used as a urinal by many, many of the patrons because the toilets were all broken. And so we were pissing. Well, not we. I wasn't one of the. I would go. I'm a gentleman, so I'd pee in the street. But all the other guys would be pissing while ordering drinks, and basically they destroyed the floor in that that area. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
you're not
lovely.
supposed to do that.
No.
You're not supposed to do that.
You really?
And the bar got closed.
Weird.
I know.
So weird.
It was because a toilet caved the ceiling through. There was a crack house upstairs. It was a
any
good
really
bar.
fucked up bar stories? No, I mostly go to decent bars.
Yeah, I like shitholes.
I like. They call them dive bars here,
Yes.
but they're not really divey.
Not here.
Like the definition of a dive bar here is like it doesn't have a trendy like marble bar top or
it hasn't been cleaned since this morning.
Yeah. Or it's got graffiti on the wall in the bathroom.
We don't
and it's
have
like,
waitresses.
whatever. But
So-
have you been to Mr. Bing's?
Yes, I do love Mr. Bing's.
I love Mr. Bing's.
That's actually a shithole. And that's why I love it, because
Dexter.
it keeps everyone out. Nobody wants to go there, especially because Mr.
Right here.
Biggs, let's be honest, or Bing's, it's a drug front. You've noticed that, haven't you?
No.
It's a tiny room. When you go in,
It's a triangle.
it's a triangle. When you go in, everybody who's there, except for like a couple of the drunks, will just stare at you. Like, what are you doing here? Until you order a drink and they find out you don't want anything. And then they totally ignore you. But they're very angry when you first get in there. And a lot of the times they speak to each other very heatedly in a foreign language until they...
Chinese. It's called Chinese, that language.
Well, I don't know if it's Mandarin or Cantonese.
It's probably Mandarin.
Well, you never know. But
I do know.
Okay, so which do they speak at Mr. Bing's?
Mr. Bing's is a Mandarin word.
Oh, is Bing a Mandarin?
No, the Mr.
Like Chandler Bing.
Mr. Chandler Bong.
Chandler Bing from Friends is Chinese. I never knew that.
Yeah, his mom was Chinese.
That explains why it was so funny.
Yeah, it explains his hair.
See, that you thought it would be racist, but it's pro-Chinese.
But yeah, I love Mr. Bing's, and the best part about Mr. Bing's is basically across the street from the Comstock.
Yep.
Which is a really nice bar.
Very nice bar.
That has really good cocktails.
That I can't afford to go into.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's like $10 a drink.
Mm-hmm.
For drinks, not beer. But yeah, Mr. Bing's is epic, and we paid $1 to rickroll the bar for like 10 minutes. So,
they also don't know how to turn off the jukebox in Mr. Bing's, which is something that I discovered. They just swear at it.
Yeah, the girl was looking at us.
God damn it!
Like, did you guys do this? Because we were the only ones at the bar laughing, and we said no. And she believed us, which was weird. That was stupid of her. Because why wouldn't be
they're
laughing?
very interesting people.
And then the rest of the night, we were playing really cheesy songs just to see if anyone would dance to them. Like,
and
really, yes, is the answer.
I knew they would.
Take My Breath Away?
Well,
people were singing along, too.
Song.
But people were singing. I wouldn't do that.
Watching in slow motion as you turn to me and say,
Keep going.
Take my breath away.
Dear, dear, dear. Oh,
it's my birthday. Did we tell people it was my birthday?
Yeah, but no one cares.
I'm 34.
You're old.
I know.
Not as old as me, though.
Not as old as you, thank God. Once I get that old.
$10 a drink is not average.
In the city?
It is in the city.
In the city, it would end up being average. In the nation, $5.
Yeah,
I think it would be around the average.
Like for vodka soda, you could
$6.
probably get $6 somewhere, but not at fucking Comstock.
No.
The other place I like to go, there's Four Seasons Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they have $11 drinks, so it's $1 more.
Swanky.
But no one ever goes there. So if you want to go like happy hour downtown, you're near Powell Street Station in San Francisco, all the other bars will be, like all the hipster bars will be packed. Even all the dive bars will be packed for like those 2 hours. You go up to Four Seasons, you just walk right in. I like going in like this in my Comic-Con t-shirt, so I totally don't fit in. Order $11 cocktail and sit down, enjoy myself.
I would actually like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind paying a little extra for a drink. My problem is people. Usually when you have to pay extra for a drink, people like that place. And there's a lot of them, and they're loud, and they drink a lot, and they're mean to each other and other people. Whereas if you find a bar where people defecate on the floor, you're probably one of the only people in that bar. Especially if you're defecating on the floor.
Rick House. Have you been to that? It's right across the street from Murphy's where we do our show every week. Mm-hmm. I want to go there because I've heard they do really good cocktails and they got a good bartender, but it's always full, like packed full.
Yeah.
Like no room to move full.
I do not even go.
I'll go to Mr. Bing's.
Yeah, I turn around.
Yeah.
I've gone into places and literally about faced and just walked right
That's
the
one
fuck
of my
out
things. Like
people.
my friends hate me because they're like, let's go to this bar, and I'll go, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, let's go on a Tuesday.
And I'm like, you can go. And they're like, well, we want to drink with you. And I'm like, then let's find a different bar because this, no.
Yeah. Well, because we're not going to drink at this bar. We're going to wait for drinks at this bar.
I'm going to have one drink and wait another hour before I get another one.
And then get fed up
or
and
have to
leave.
fight with people to get to the, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm not in. I got one more thing to bring up.
What's your favorite drinks? That was a good question before we get off the subject.
All right. What's vodka gimlet on the rocks with a twist of lime.
You guys put yours in here, too. You like the vodka gimlet?
I like the vodka gimlet. I also go White Russians, and I like to alternate.
I do kind of a margarita. It's not like the blended shit or anything. Just my own little mix with Cointreau and stuff that I like. Dark and stormies are also cool.
Yeah.
I like my dark and stormies.
I like cider.
If you're just getting canned shit or tap stuff?
Yeah, or tap. I don't like beer. If I ever have a choice, I'll even drink pear cider before I drink beer, just because.
I like cider. Cider's good.
It doesn't fill me up as fast.
Cider?
That's the thing. It doesn't have as many bubbles.
Well, and Adam's got a lot of tummy to fill, so it's weird that beer fills it up so quick.
It really does fill it up quick. I can't drink fast enough to get drunk.
Ah, man. You're so straight vodka. Somebody said, I'll drink straight good rum. Phoenix said, I like beer. Abracadabra said Manhattan with bourbon.
Whoa, bourbon. What? Jesus Christ. You got some balls. Abracadabra. You're a better man than me.
White Fang says, my fave is Long Island iced tea and Cuba Libres. Cuba Libres are fucking delicious. I assume that's what you meant. You said Cuba Libre, but have you had a Cuba Libre?
No.
It's basically rum and Coke.
No.
But like with lime juice, and it's fucking delicious.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
I once had so many Long Island iced teas that I ended up getting in a conversation with a Russian guy at a urinal who didn't really speak English, and I tried to give him a hug before my friends dragged me out of the bar and told me that we couldn't drink anymore.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was 18.
You remember when we were at Comic-Con and that kind of like big scary looking dude was sitting in my seat and I told him to get the fuck out of my seat and you're like, did you just seriously do that? Or were you too drunk at that point?
I was too drunk at that point.
No, there was this dude, like skinhead looking dude. And I went to the bathroom, came back, and he was in my chair. And I just went up to him and I'm like, I'm sitting there. And he's like, really?
I do remember this. See, here's what Jeff didn't know about this story.
Daxter, no.
That was the scariest fucking guy in the bar that night.
I don't care.
He was telling stories about how he just got out of jail.
I don't care.
All the shit.
You're in my fucking seat, bro.
Jeff comes up like, hey, motherfucker.
I don't care.
He was that. Here's me. I would have just been like, you can have it. You can have it, chair. I don't want it.
No, if he would have said, I'm sitting here now, I would have been like, yeah, all right. But
Yeah.
he didn't. He's just like, really? You're sitting here? And I'm like, yeah. And he said, okay. And he got up.
Ballsy. Because he looked like a rapist.
He did. But I don't mind getting
Literally,
raped twice.
If somebody was like, I saw a rapist today, you'd probably draw a picture of the guy that was sitting on the chair. And they'd be like, yes, but
I
with
saw that
blue
guy
eyes.
in a black van.
Yeah. Oh, you mean this guy?
Yeah,
that's him.
That's him. But, you know, what's life if you don't get raped by a skinhead at a bar in San Diego?
That's
I mean,
true.
really, that's a story you can tell later.
It's definitely a story. You can tell all sorts of people.
I don't take shit from anybody, and there was this fucking dude. I'll tell this story real quick, and then we'll end it. There was this dude at California and Van Ness intersection here, and he was blocking. There's a cable car there, and he was blocking the only lane next to a delivery truck, which is stopped in the other lane.
He's in a car?
Yeah, he's in a car,
Right.
and he stopped. Middle of the road, not a traffic light, just not paying attention. I think the light went green, all the other traffic left, and he's just sitting. So I honked, and it wasn't like it was just kind of like wake up, traffic. And he looks at me like, what? And I was just pointing, right? I didn't like flip him off. I just pointed. The guy gets ballistic, gets out of his car, comes over to my driver's side window and starts yelling at me. He's like, what's your fucking problem? I'm like, you're not moving. And he's like flipping the fuck out, and I just don't give a fuck because I'm like in my car. I'm not going to get the fuck out. And he's like, you want me to fuck you up? I'm like, do it. If you're going to do it over your stupidity, go ahead. I said that. If you're going to do it, he's like, you're calling me fucking stupid? I'm like, yeah, look at what you're doing. Like,
He parked in an intersection.
and he just starts yelling, and I roll the window back up, and I get my phone, and I just 911, and I'm showing it to him, and I'm like, you ready for this? And he goes, fuck you, and he gets back in his car, and he just sits there for another 5 minutes. And I just sat behind him. I'm like...
What an asshole.
Yeah, it was the weirdest fucking shit ever, but I'm like, fucking...
San Francisco get more and more like that.
If you punch me for this shit, I can go on short-term disability and not go to work for a week. So this is really...
Yeah, that's the way I
It's
look at it.
benefiting me in every way.
Well, similar. Here's the new thing in San Francisco. Have you noticed this? People honking at pedestrians crossing the street when they have the right of way to cross the street. People trying to turn, and they start laying on the fucking horn.
Yeah.
Like, run across the street. I have almost gotten 2 fistfights so far in like the last 2 weeks. People honking at me. Like the last one was about a week ago. I was drunk and I started walking to the car, screaming at the guy, and I throw my bag down and I'm about to start banging on the car, and he drove away. He ran the light and shit. But that's the new thing in San Francisco. People are Don't believe the songs.
People also run stop signs all the time.
They do.
And
what happened?
Well, then when they almost hit you, they just kind of give you this look.
Yeah, like, why were you out there?
And I'll just point at the stop sign, and I'll be like, it's
a stop sign.
Yeah.
And then they look at you.
Then I'll
like you're
draw
an
the
asshole.
octagon signal for them.
Yeah,
And then,
that's where it is.
the words, I'll write the words for them in the air.
All right, final thoughts. Here's my recommendation for the week. Ultimate Spider-Man, the cartoon show on Disney DX. Actually great.
Here's my recommendation for the week. Go get laid.
Oh, you beat me. That
Yeah.
was a better one.
Yep.
Damn it.
But not by that guy that we met at that bar in San Diego.
Well,
Unless you're into that.
it depends.
Do you like asphyxiation? Then he's the man for you.
If you like having your head in a plastic bag, you're going to love this guy.
5 minutes in a bag.
Boom.
All right. Thanks for coming, guys. Maybe we'll do it again.
Like next week or something.
Maybe. Oh, do post in the comments before we forget. We have a video. We have a Space Invaders funny skit video and a Nerd Wars. Post which one you want on Friday.
There you go.
Because we will post one of those two, and then the next one will be early next week. So tell us.
Peace out.
Bye.